start your week by installing your game plan.
Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Mexico City Diablos.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Diablos and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And coming up of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And he'll get this up. He's out of bounds. 3 yards to get there, second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He can run for it, and he will. Fancy footwork at the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And coming up of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. This throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And He's going to go down just outside on the 6-yard line.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And a loose football. It's going the other way. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
No, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Diablos 7, Chiefs nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Yards to go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. On the move to his left. He can run. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And this one through the uprights and good. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a nice spin.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. This is intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was
Oh, this is blocked. And all the defense has it. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 50. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
I need your help on this one. We just saw an extra point blocked. Do you think the rain had anything to do with it getting blocked?
Everything goes a little bit slower, but I'll tell you what, the snap and the hold, they look good.
Yeah, and most of the time, I love when you bring that up about it getting slower. It's deliberate when it gets slower, right? Because you have to go through it a little bit more. You want to be just a little bit more careful catching the ball, putting it down, and giving him a chance to kick it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's got this down to the 35. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I got something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Diablos.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
22-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And now here comes Kansas City. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Rolling to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
4-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Field goal of 41-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs.
Well, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. That'll bring up second down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. They'll look to throw again.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw again. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Pulls it in at the 13.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And now a fumble. The ball's out. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire
with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there, as they'll get 20 and a first down. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10.
Pass interference. Defense.
So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Eaten all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Not much there, only a yard. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the field goal ties it, but you're down here knocking on the door. What are you doing?
Did you hear the way you just said that?
Kind of.
Yeah.
With hesitance?
Yes, that means you don't want to kick the field goal, and I don't think they do either. They need to go ahead and get these points now and get an advantage and not tie it up. It'll feel like a big disappointment if they just kick the field goal right here.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
The 33-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes.
That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Partner, you got to...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. They run with Hunt. Shreds the tackle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run again with Hunt. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Mahomes to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. 6 yards the pitch. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
This looks good. It is good. He hits it from 53 yards out. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Chiefs, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's the AFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports.
Now we'll see what this offense can do as they'll get their first shot here with less than a minute gone by in the first quarter. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell.
Flush to his right. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Throw complete to Herndon. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. We drop you into a situation here where the offense looks like they're going to pass up a 59-yard field goal attempt and go for it on 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to... A solid drive here has this offense in really good position. Can they finish the drive off? Let's find out. It's 1st and 10 inside the red zone. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Fighting to stay upright, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 13 yards out. As his... Now this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And again, it's Allen. His pass caught at the 4. Now the ball comes loose, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
This will be caught just inside the 10. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points...
Time to get back into the action. The football in the red zone for this offense. It's 2nd down, 6 yards to go.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. A potential turning point in a 1-score game. What can this defense do as they look to hold on to their second half lead?
Browns 9.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. There are 2 words. Okay, time to hop back into this one. It's a red zone alert with a 1st and 10 upcoming down at the 13-yard line. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Parker there to make the grab. So the task for this offense is preserving this lead. It's a tight game late, and the defense also, keep in mind, they do have 3 timeouts. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Chris Herndon. We've got an onside kick coming up. With the kicking team trailing by 5, they need to recover this football. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, they felt like they needed the football. On first down, Hunt busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. Out right here to Herndon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Devontae Parker is the intended receiver. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. But it'll be 2nd down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he... waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Cleveland. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Today, from Mexico City, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap. And he'll be stopped up at the 25 between the New York Jets and the Mexico City Diablos. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what a great game that was to watch last week, because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there...
That's caught inside the 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. And a huge play that time. 42 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 10 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This one taken just inside the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Now he'll pull it down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
It's a gain of 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the simple things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
First down, Jets.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man here, Sims complete. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the ball is knocked out, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is...
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. And even 40 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Jets, nothing.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Barrios, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
At the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Parker there to make the grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
7-yard line. A gain of 7. And the Jets first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away. And now he's going to use his left. The ball comes out. It's going the other way.
Oh, yeah! The quarterback.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
Step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
The Jets 20-yard line.
This one left side caught by Barrios. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Flush to his right. And able to connect with Barrios. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New York set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. That play going for 16 yards. To start the drive, first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that, that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they... You've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
11 more on that one and another first down.
11 on the play. First down. Jets.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Steven Sims there to make the grab. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. And he is closing in on the 100-yard mark for the day.
And it appears that he loved the fact that they're going to play this game earlier.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Tyus Bowser showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14.
He'll get this one up deep to Hunt.
Give him 14 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. That's caught by Howard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens doing battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Will Lutz set to kick.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Again, 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
On the move to his left. And shedding through the tackle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. It's caught at the 10. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Check the backer.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 29. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Now Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd and goal now. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will make it into the end zone. This will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Space to maneuver. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And oh, he coughed it up. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And that is incomplete here.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys. All the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyus Bowser able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And it's caught by Herndon. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
At the 11-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say adios from Mexico City. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Mexico City Diablos.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Mexico City Diablos and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll be out right at the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Rolling to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. And that is incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and it's third down. Oh, good move at the 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's get him.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. But I think the ball's out, and this will be scooped up by the defense.
This is our time. Mahomes on the keeper.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. He's going up top for Herndon downfield.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll go with a keeper, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one across the 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs, nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
On the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
brought down back at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, 45 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And you think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Darnell Mooney the target there, but it's going to be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And this is incomplete. Parker the intended target. Third down here.
Incomplete. It's third down. And 10 yards to go.
And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. They'll look to throw again. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It leads to second and
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here.
He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 50 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's a little bit on the the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And he will get back to at least cover this. Certainly a sigh of relief there. But his offense going to be set up deep in their own territory now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks,
Devon 20. And touchdown. Devontae Parker, 82 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to float this one. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chris Herndon as the 1st half is winding down. And his guys are going to take the lead. These two teams in this 1st half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Chicago Bears. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball down?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Will Lutz set to...
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the gap.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Parker saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, It's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Fielded in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they
oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 20.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
It's a pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Stepping up, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12.
30-yard line.
Now Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really...
Now they're going to fake it. from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
A lone second remains now in this third quarter. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
So difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
John Mooney.
33 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you into spots you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 45 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to it, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore.
That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. He'll buy some time right. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think
the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And it's a fumble. It's going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker. Just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, it's Berrios complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This is Hunt. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chris Herndon, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 7. 1:11 to go. They need a touchdown to keep their Super Bowl hopes alive as they come up on 1st down. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
The one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And all the way down to the 27. It's a big play there. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's a nice.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control. But still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And it's incomplete. So now only 7 seconds. Remain.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Mahomes to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.